How's it going, everyone? It is Mr. M, and I'm here today with the Metalhead box for February of 2020. Once again, another great box. The people over the Metalhead box just continue to kill it month after month. I also got a new phone, so hopefully the camera quality is better than it has been for the last few months. And to start it off, we did not get a tribute pin in this month's box, but the replacement, I guess you could say, is this button for Kill 'Em All by Metallica. Absolutely classic album. I love Metallica's early stuff. Haven't been too big on their more recent releases, but when I'm in a Metallica mood, it's either Kill 'Em All, Ride the Lightning, or Master of Puppets that I listen to the most. And over the last couple of months, we have been getting some stuff from Super 7 in the Metalhead box. And we got that Slayer reaction figure. We got the Iron Maiden muscle figures, or like 3-inch tall figures inside the package. This one, we got an Iron Maiden blind box. There's 4 different styles of Eddie that you could have gotten. Aces High, Power Slave, Killers, and the Trooper. And there's 2 versions of each. There's a more common version and a more rare version. And on the box, it kind of shows that. You know, it shows the common version, and then the rare version is blacked out. And I already opened mine, of course. And I got Eddie, and I actually got the more rare version of Eddie. This one's, he's got covered in blood. You know, got the axe to remain faithful to the album cover. Which the axe, if I wanted to, I could take out of his hand as well. Pretty neat thing to have. You know, I'm not super concerned about the rarity, even though this is the more rare one. But definitely a cool thing to have. And if I have the room to do it, I think I might put my Killers CD on display and have this little Eddie sitting right next to him. I think that would look pretty cool if I got the space. Next up, we got another flag, which I think is the 4th one we have gotten. And this is for Mayhem. And you got Dead right there, Freezing Moon. Probably my favorite of the ones that we've gotten. We've also gotten flags in the past from Dissection, Venom, and Celtic Frost. All of them I have hanging up, so I'll definitely have to make sure that is hung up as well. And on to the music next. This first one is the self-titled debut album from Texas Metal Outlaws. Obviously, they're from Texas. And I like this more than I thought that I was going to. I was expecting like some kind of like rockabilly type metal. And instead I got something, this is something that's more like, it's got influences from Pantera and Megadeth and even Slayer at some points. Vocally, it's kind of weird because there's some parts where he's almost screaming like Trevor Strnad from the Black Dahlia Murder. And then when he's doing his singing, especially when he's doing his higher singing, he almost sounds like Rob Halford on the more recent Judas Priest stuff, like Firepower and whatever their album previous to that was. Overall, this is a pretty solid album, but I just don't see myself coming back to it all that much. Like I do in all my videos, I'm going to have links to the CDs and the shirt and the Metalhead box down in the description below so you can make judgment for yourself. Second CD is one that I like a lot more. This is Morgue Dismemberment with Bloody Gorge. Absolutely brutal death metal. Not really much slams. It's kind of more on the technical side of brutal death metal, but still, it absolutely rips. It's extremely short. There's only 6 songs. It's a little less than 20 minutes, but it just sounds incredible. Vocally, it sounds like that band Guttural Slug that kind of rose to prominence a few years ago by like meme status, basically, because of the ridiculous vocal style and the album cover, I think. But overall, pretty great brutal death metal. I fucking love this. There's also a cover of Too Many Puppies by Primus on here, which I didn't know what to expect, but they actually did a pretty faithful recreation of it. Now, obviously, this cover's more down-tuned. The vocal style, though, just doesn't really fit because there's parts where in the song it's just singing. The original song, I should say, it's just singing with no instruments behind it. And like I said, it's a faithful recreation of it, so this dude is doing his vocals over no music in the background, and that just sounds kind of weird. that vocal style with no instruments. But not a bad cover overall. Definitely a great album. Like I said, link will be down below for you to listen for yourself. Make your own judgment. And unlike last month, this month we are back to having 2 different shirt designs in the box. And I was very happy with this one. This is Ossuarium. They are a death doom band out of Portland, Oregon. I think, I already can't remember, but I think their album Living Tomb made the tail end of my year-end list last year. Absolutely killer stuff. You know, Seattle, Portland, Oregon, and Washington, just as states, are pumping out so many good death metal and black metal and doom metal bands. It's like, that's probably the most populated spot in the U.S. currently for bands. I don't hate it because there are loads of good bands coming out of there. And then the other shirt you could have gotten was for a band called Darkened Nocturne Cult, which is a black metal band from Germany. Never heard of them, so I'm definitely happy that I got the Ossuarium shirt. I will give that band a listen, though. And if I think they're good enough, I'll put them in the description as well. And then to close off this video with the autograph, absolutely amazing drummer, Johnny Kelly. From Typo Negative, he's also in Pale Horse Named Death. He's done stuff with Danzig, and he's in another band called Silver Tomb. Typo Negative, everyone knows about them. A Pale Horse Named Death is a super good doom metal band. They just put out an album either beginning of this year or the beginning of last year. I can't remember which offhand, but if you like doom metal, heavily recommend you check that out. Full pun intended there. Silver Tomb, I haven't listened to, and then Danzig. He's pretty sure he's done studio stuff and live stuff with Danzig, which pretty cool. So he's been with some artists. Definitely happy to have this one in the collection. And that is gonna complete this video. Like I said, links to some of the music in the Metalhead box will be down below if you want to check out the music for yourself or give your soul to the Metalhead box. And yeah, thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing, and all of that. And I will catch you in the next video.